Antonio is joining us live in studio.
Thank you.
Great work. Oh my gosh, it's been way too long, my friend.
It has been a while.
Now, if you look at the before shot in that kitchen, there were 2 windows in that kitchen.
There were 2 windows.
It was tiny. And most people would say you never get rid of a window, but sometimes you got to get rid of a window.
Yeah, it's very important. You know, when I look at a project with a client, we evaluate what we're looking at. So she had a window that actually looked onto her neighbor's driveway with a motion light that like flicked on and off, and it made her kitchen look like a disco ball. So I was like, you know what, why don't we just like board up the window and put some pretty cabinets and we'll use the wall space.
Smart. Okay, so now she gets way more storage.
Exactly.
And she gets the light she needs with the window that is still there.
Exactly. We decided to dress it up.
Yeah, I love that. So we're going to talk a little bit. That's where the window was before.
Yes, and I made 2 window valences for her because we did like one kitchen with 2 looks. And the first one I did was with fabric to really soften up the kitchen, because kitchens have a lot of like hard appliances, countertops, cabinets, so to bring in something soft is really nice.
Okay.
And what I did is I used a tension rod, and tension rods are great for small windows because you don't need any screws or any brackets, and they just sort of screw into place.
Right.
Okay, so the first thing I did is I got some pretty fabric that had some movement and pattern in it, and I love this floral. And I cut it in the shape of sort of like a donut, but I would say about like 1/4 of a donut. It's in a round shape.
I'm with you because we're talking about donuts.
Yes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lay it out, and you're going to get bias tape. Now, bias tape is basically a ribbon that's been pre-folded.
Okay.
And it really helps form an edge instead of having to fold it over with a hem. And they use this a lot in fashion. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your folded piece and you're going to wrap the edge of the fabric, and you're going to sew all the way along through. And what's great about using this tape is it doesn't add a lot of weight to your curtain.
Right.
Okay?
Because you want it to be lightweight.
Exactly. You want it to be lightweight. And this one is creating sort of a scalloped edge, which really needs to be light. So you can see here, I've added my bias to the 2 sides and the bottom. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold over the back, and you're going to create a hem. And you can see I've already pre-ironed mine, and I'm going to wrap it, and I'm going to hold it tight. And then what you're going to do is you're going to make an opening that's going to be big enough for your tension rod to go through.
Got it.
Now the thing is, because you cut it on sort of this circular shape, and then when you straighten it out, what's going to happen is you're going to get this natural scalloped edge, which looks really pretty.
It's lovely. It's going to sit exactly the way you want it to sit.
Exactly. And you know, when I'm cutting the fabric, I actually made it about 20% longer than the actual window, just to add a little bit of fullness.
Nice. So you've got that. You've got those beautiful folds going.
Exactly.
I know we go quickly on the show, but we put all of the information for how you can create these valences on our website. That's cityline.ca. You can find the project there.
Now, if sewing is not your thing,
alternative.
Is sewing your thing? Because if you don't want to sew, I've got another project.
Yeah, let's do the other one.
I'm all into taping this year.
Oh,
so
I like
taping is a new hobby.
Like tape.
You like taping?
Yes.
This is all about taping.
Tape is good.
So this is a window valance that I made for her as well, that I made out of placemats.
Oh, they're placemats.
Yes, they're bamboo placemats.
So just like you had in the tape.
Just like I had in the tape.
So cool.
And these are actually hers.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to show you how I made them. So I used 3 placemats.
Okay.
And this is the center panel that I used. And I cut 2 smaller panels to fit the full width.
Okay.
And what I did is I just positioned them together, and then I used some duct tape. And wrapped it around the seam.
Like this thing right here? This is what you did?
Exactly.
This is my kind of project.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
But we gotta make it look pretty.
Okay.
We gotta make it look pretty.
Okay.
So you're gonna do that, and you're actually gonna wrap it around both sides so it's nice and secure. And then if you see, I mean, mine is clear, but it's a double-sided tape that I've applied on top.
Oh, I see.
And then you're gonna peel off the double-sided tape, and this is probably the hardest part of the project, is actually finding the peel thing to come off.
Right.
And I think I actually peeled off both layers, but that's okay. We're gonna be quick. We're gonna put this back on, because that was supposed to be there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take cotton twill. Yes, that's like a big oversized shoelace.
Right.
And you're going to place it right on top, and it's going to cover up the duct tape, and you're going to wrap it all the way around. And it's great.
This is awesome.
Nice and natural in a color. And what you're going to do is you're going to have a piece that looks like this. And
That
you're
is
going to repeat that on the
great.
other side.
So easy to do it.
So easy to do.
This is a finished example of
This
it.
is a
We've
finished
got it
example.
here. But we also took a shot of it sort of hanging on the window so you can see how this would look if you did it at home. So easy. It will look store-bought.
Yes, and no sewing.
And no sewing.
No sewing.
That is so good. Who's got time for sewing?
And
Not
who's got
this
time for
lady.
sewing? I know.